Imagine walking through a dense African jungle where everything feels alive but silent at the same time. The air is thick, heavy, and every step you take feels like it is being watched. Birds that were just making noise a moment ago suddenly stop. Even the insects seem quieter. You don't know why, but your body starts feeling uneasy, like something powerful is nearby. Then you hear it, a deep, heavy sound echoing through the forest. Not a roar like a lion, not a hiss like a snake, but something deeper. Something that feels like it comes from the ground itself. A chest beat, slow, powerful, deliberate. And in that moment, you realize you are not alone. Somewhere in this forest, a gorilla is close. Gorillas are among the most powerful animals on Earth. An adult male, known as a silverback, can weigh over 180 to 200 kilograms or even more, with arms so strong that they can tear through thick vegetation as if it is nothing. Scientists estimate their strength to be several times greater than an average human, not just in lifting power, but in raw physical control. But what makes this even more fascinating is not just their strength, it is the way they carry it. Because despite their terrifying size, gorillas are not mindless, aggressive beasts. In fact, most of the time, they are calm, gentle, and deeply social animals. They spend hours quietly moving through the forest, feeding on leaves, fruits, and plants, carefully taking care of their families. A gorilla family is called a troop, and at the center of it is the silverback male. He is not just the strongest member, he is the protector, the leader, and the decision maker. Every movement of the group depends on him. Where they sleep, where they travel, when they eat, everything is guided by his experience and instinct. But leadership in the wild is not easy. The silverback constantly watches over his group. He stays alert even when resting. His job is to make sure no danger comes close to the females and babies. If something unusual happens in the forest, he is the first to notice and the first to react. And when he reacts, the entire jungle feels it. If a threat approaches, the gorilla does not immediately attack. First comes the warning. He stands up on his massive legs, making his body look even larger than it already is. His eyes lock onto the threat. His breathing becomes heavier. Then suddenly, he starts beating his chest with both hands. The sound is incredibly loud. It travels through the forest like thunder. It is not random, it is a message that says stay away. And if the warning is ignored, the energy of the gorilla changes completely. What was once calm becomes intense. He may charge forward, breaking branches under his weight, shaking the ground as he runs. Even though gorillas are not naturally predators, when they feel their family is in danger, they become one of the most dangerous forces in the jungle. But what is truly surprising is that gorillas do not seek conflict. They avoid fights whenever possible. In fact, most confrontations in the wild are solved through displays rather than actual violence. The goal is not to destroy the enemy, but to intimidate it into leaving. Because in the animal world, survival is about energy, not ego. Fighting wastes strength. Injuries can be deadly. So gorillas often rely on their presence alone to control situations. Still, when two silverbacks do come face to face in rare territorial disputes, the encounter is intense. They will roar, beat their chests, push their massive bodies against each other, and display their strength in ways that seem almost unstoppable. Their muscles tense like ropes under skin. Their teeth, especially the long canine teeth, are capable of causing serious damage. But even then, something interesting often happens. The stronger presence wins without a full fight. One gorilla usually decides that continuing the conflict is not worth the risk and slowly backs away. Because in the wild, smart survival is more important than winning every battle. Outside of these rare moments, gorillas live peaceful lives filled with family bonds. Mothers are extremely protective of their babies. A baby gorilla clings to its mother's chest for months, rarely letting go. The bond between them is strong and emotional. If a baby is in danger, the mother will do anything to protect it. Young gorillas are playful, curious, and full of energy. They wrestle with each other, climb trees, and chase one another through the forest. Watching them, you might even forget how powerful they will become one day. And the most interesting part is their intelligence. Gorillas are not just strong animals. They are highly intelligent creatures with emotional depth. They can learn patterns, recognize individuals, and even communicate in complex ways. Some gorillas in captivity have been taught sign language and shown the ability to express feelings like sadness, joy, and even humor. This makes them incredibly close to humans genetically. In fact, gorillas share almost 98% of their DNA with humans. That means when you look into their eyes, you are not just looking at an animal. You are looking at a distant reflection of ourselves. But sadly, despite their intelligence and strength, gorillas are facing serious threats in the wild. Their habitats are shrinking because of deforestation. Forests are being cut down for agriculture, roads, and human expansion. Poaching still exists in some areas, and diseases transmitted from humans can have devastating effects on their populations. Mountain gorillas were once extremely close to extinction. At one point, there were only a few hundred left in the wild. Through conservation efforts, protection programs, and strict anti-poaching laws, their numbers have slowly increased. But they are still vulnerable. Every loss in the forest is not just the loss of one animal. It is the loss of an entire family structure. Because gorillas do not live alone. They depend on each other emotionally and socially. If a silverback dies, the troop can fall apart. If a baby is lost, the mother can carry that emotional stress for a long time. Their world is deeply connected. This is what makes gorillas so unique. They are not just powerful creatures roaming the jungle. They are emotional beings with relationships, memories, and social bonds that shape their survival. And perhaps the most powerful truth about gorillas is this: they are not dangerous by nature. They are peaceful by choice. But when that peace is threatened, they become one of the most unstoppable forces in the wild. So the next time you imagine the jungle, don't just think of predators and prey. Think of a giant silverback moving silently through the trees, protecting his family, observing everything, carrying the strength of 10 men, yet choosing calm over chaos. Because deep in the forest, the Real King is not the one who fights the most. It is the one who knows when not to fight at all. And that is the true story of the gorilla. Mui Iskrai.